Alright. Feel like racing a little bit tonight. Pretty low key, feeling kind of tired. Feel like just revving my engine and seeing if I could make this record happen tonight. Let me just move one thing. Alright. Yeah, pretty low key, low energy, chill stream right now. If you're out there, then you're a psychic, because I didn't even announce that I'm coming live right now, because I was just bored, had some time to kill, figured why not. So here we are. Alright, let's start racing. Let's see if we can make this happen. Been on this grind for a year and a half. Maybe tonight it'll stop. It's the final second barrier in the game to break, and we're looking for RNG to play on our side. We've got very close. One time. Ooh, okay. Well, that wasn't good. We've got very close one time, but when I was in that situation, I panicked a little bit. I won't say I panicked. My brain just kind of shut off, because I'd never been in that situation before, so it was novel to me, and my brain kind of spaced out. Now I'm hoping that if I get to that situation again, I'll know what to do. I'm still trying to work out what the best strategy for getting this done is, and I think I'm just going to keep trying to do what I've been doing, which is to lay down the exact path that I've mapped out that gets it for me. And I could pretty much recognize if I'm getting that pattern very early on. So we're going to have a lot of resets. A lot of resets. That was slow, I felt it. We're looking for a quick takeoff here. I don't know the actual frames, but the window seems to be pretty small. It feels like it's about 3 frames, so I could be wrong. And yeah, I would very much like this to happen, because this is always on my mind. It really is always on my mind. Always wanting to get this done. So, yeah, I figure I'll toss an hour's worth of attempts here. This might bonk. No, he didn't bonk. I'm going to take it until, it's unfortunate we have no cooldown path for that. No cooldown pad, because that actually was okay. Oh, 1 second. Let me move this cable out of my way. Out of my way of my feet. That was weird. Sometimes the first number doesn't make a noise. I don't know why. Okay, this guy might bonk. Yeah, he bonked. Good. We're just flipping coins right here until we get what we need. And of course that happened. Sometimes these guys could just move in your way. Yeah, no, now that threw off the timing for that. Enemies seem to spawn, like, set patterns, and once I recognize one pattern, I could have a decent chance of setting up the next one, and a decent chance of setting up the next one, and gotta set up about 4 of them to even get the first trick to line up. Which is, we trick the game into... It's one of 2 things. It's either... Yeah, bonked, good. We either share the same pixels with the opponent, and that launches us forward, because that's something that happens. Or we're tricking the game to think our momentum is going forward in the air when it's not. But yeah, as you see from the counter, 19,300 attempts. Oh my god. Bonk? Yeah, good bonk. I feel like I'm gonna be petting the kitty tonight. Killing it 20 ticks in. That's what that's all about. Yep, good launch. That's the first trick we need. Now we need 2 more. to get this to happen. I should have hit that guy. 3001? 3001 is what we want. We have a better first lap time than that, but it's happened once. And it's kind of a fluke. Okay. Maybe we'll get something here. We want a 2 up here. Ooh, that didn't do it. That didn't do it. And it's dead right there. Need to try and calm my body down during this, because it's one of these things where it's been so many attempts, you know, and like I want it to happen so bad that even one close attempt sends my heart rate into overdrive, because it's like, this could finally be it, you know? I felt slow. Yeah, that was a slow one. That's okay. I might want to get a pillow for my back. I am just on the couch right now. I don't even have my stream deck hooked up. Just a microphone and a dream, you know? Painfully old school. This ain't the pattern we want, but... So off this, like, first jump, if we're, like, tire to tire with the opponent, that kind of means the next guy might bunk on this hill. No, he didn't, though. It's pretty tight. I don't know what makes it happen or not, really. Just kind of hitting my head against the wall until it becomes a door, you know? I say I want to go 20 seconds in to at least see if I get the first trick, because sometimes you can get the first trick without needing to have the enemies line up like you would predict from the pattern. But the pattern at least guarantees me a chance, so I don't know. I feel like I might want to reset quick, even though it's painful to do, because as you see, from time of reset to start, I'm not using an emulator and I have to quit out. That's not going to be it. No save states. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping. I ate a lot for dinner tonight. I ain't gonna beat either. That's slow. Maybe, actually. No, I'm behind him. Yep. The reset takes longer than the attempt can be sometimes, which is kind of brutal. I'll take this 20 in. We'll pet the kitty on this one. Killing it 20 ticks in. K-I-T-T-I. Maybe we'll get a launch there. That's a launch, but probably is not going to save us as much time as we like. That's probably going to give us like a... Well, now we're really not getting it, but that was probably like a 30-25, which is not great for getting a trick. 30-35 is pretty much a perfect lap with no tricks, so saving a tenth of a second is nice, but I ain't gonna do it when these tricks save a third of a second apiece. That was dumb. That was dumb, but it's okay. Yeah, we'll pet the kitty right now. Let's see if we get it. No, wait. We didn't. Okay. Probably not going to get a bonk there, didn't. I might go for quicker resets, I don't know. Because sometimes I get lucky and I feel like I get into a, I don't know, like a rhythm where the game is just cooperating and giving me attempt after attempt after the first couple of things. But it's really, what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what spawns it. I don't know how to manipulate, kind of. I know a little bit, but not enough to really understand what makes these enemy patterns show up the way we do, or the way they do. Yeah, this ain't gonna be it. That's okay. No, that's not. That's not it. That's not it. Okay. Sometimes I get a little lost in the resets and I forget exactly what my game plan is, so even when I say I have a game plan, I'll forget and just keep going, so I want to keep myself kind of on a strict thing. That felt like a slow takeoff. I don't think we're gonna get anyone to line up here. No. But yeah, this is a brutal record we're trying to beat. Maybe, yeah, if we can usually off that jump, if we could change lanes immediately upon landing and like buffer a lane change and we end up hitting the opponent, then we're in a good placement. But as you saw, I hit that enemy, but the next guy didn't line up where he was supposed to. It's not guaranteed. That actually looks okay. This guy might bonk. No, he didn't. Damn. Even when I think it's going to happen, it doesn't. But we'll take this out, because... Actually, maybe we'll have some luck with this. Who knows? No. That's not the end of the first lap, right? I mean, there's another chance for us to get something good. So maybe I should take it out a little bit. Nah, that wasn't it. I was hoping to get a weird launch off of that tiny mogul. I gotta remember, maybe I won't change lanes until a little later on. I'm forgetting my rhythm. There we go. Now we'll change lanes. Because I don't know, I haven't done testing on this in a while. But I did notice that even if you get the gas on the right spot, if you change lanes at the very beginning, you get a slower takeoff than you would if you didn't change lanes, and I don't understand why. I've tried to run this in an emulator and look at the RAM search, but my computer actually can't run this and RAM search at the same time. So I'm kind of at the mercy of just throwing tons of attempts at the wall. Let's see, maybe we'll get a 2-up here. Nah, I didn't get it there. A 2-up is when you use two enemies and combine the height from both of them to launch yourself off of the thing. And it's very precise. This guy might bonk, let's see. No, he didn't. I'm shocked, really? Okay. Okay. No, still? And that's the thing. Sometimes you can have a few attempts in a row that line up. And sometimes you can go 20 minutes without seeing one. So it's definitely frustrating. Because sometimes you get on that roll. And you're like, damn, was it something I was doing to make that happen? Was it just luck? 30-40? 30-41? Yeah, what the hell? Let's see. Maybe. I mean, I feel like the run's dead at that point, but you never know. If we get two crazy tricks and an intentional overheat at the end, we could do it. Okay. Nope. But yeah, I've tried to look at some RAM search while I'm doing this. I don't even know what I would look for. More out of desperation than anything. Like, maybe I'll notice something, but even if I could open it, I probably wouldn't. Don't really know much about that stuff. Know a minimal amount of coding stuff. Like, I feel bad even saying I know a minimal amount. I was trying to learn 6502 processing for a little bit, but that was rough. I feel like learning to code is one of those hobbies that if you don't sink all your free time into it, you're never going to progress. And I just don't have the will to dedicate all my free time to that. I do sometimes like to just take on random things and learn enough about it to make it happen. And then just, that's it, you know? Like, there are a couple of, like, quality of life hacks I want to make for some Nintendo games I enjoy. And I would probably learn just enough to do that, and then, move on. Which I had one thing I was working on. But, after talking that with people, even the simplest thing I wanted to do, they were like, oh, you're going to have to, like, expand the ROM to get that. I'm just like, oh man, I don't know how to do that shit. Like, ideally, I wanted to just figure out how to do this and make some Game Genie codes for it to make it happen real time, but I might want to return to that one day. Now that I'm not in school and building my career up slowly, I'll have time to maybe dabble with some extra stuff, but like I said, it's a lot of work to learn anything having to do with ROM hacking. I'm happy I could just patch games. I'm happy I could just do that from time to time. That ain't gonna be it. I think I will go for quicker resets tonight. I don't know. You know, yeah, I'll go for some quicker resets for a little bit. Maybe we'll get lucky. Can't really tell there when that guy doesn't hit it, but could tell from there. Because my goal is really to set this up as early as possible. This might be it. Maybe this guy will bunk. Yeah, he did. Okay, don't change lanes, though. Thank you. Now we gotta hopefully hit this guy. See, that guy changed lanes and screwed us up. You gotta basically get, like, 4... I call them coin flips, but there's more than 2 possibilities. So it's like, you gotta roll a 4-sided die and guess it 4 times in a row to even get a chance at the first one. Yo, good evening, Swook. How you doing, my friend? Long time no see. How's life been treating you, man? If you can't tell, this is a very low-key, chill stream I'm doing. I'm just on the couch, no stream deck. I just felt like playing some bikes for a little bit. Figure I'd throw OBS on, why not? But how are you doing? What's up with you, man? I hope the move worked out for you. As you can tell from my voice and energy, I am just very chill and lethargic tonight. Just chilling on the couch. Yeah, that's cool. I hear you on that. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well, actually. I graduated school about 3 weeks ago now. Starting my career, so I'm very happy about that. I have a little bit more free time on my hands because I'm not worrying about papers and stuff, but now the real world stuff is starting to build up a little bit. Good 3.5-year stint in school and got that done. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. So, you know, I had a little free time this past month, so I've been jumping back into making videos and streaming a little bit more here and there. How about yourself? How about yourself, my friend? Living life the best you can. I feel you. You asshole. Yeah, I'm tired from my day of relaxing all day. What's up, man? I wasn't relaxing all day. I had a lot of errands. I also ate a half a chicken for dinner, so I'm lethargic. What's up, Bug? How's your night going, dude? I'm just grinding here on the couch. Very low key. You started a new job about 3 months ago. Nice, nice. How's it working out for you? You don't gotta, like, dox what you do, but if you want to tell me what you do, that's pretty cool. I'll hear. But, congratulations, man. I hope it's going well, Swoop. Played anything good recently? What's up with you, Bug? How's your night going, dude? You playing anything good as well? Currently, I'm trying to work on beating Shadow Dancer on maximum difficulty. That's been kicking my ass. You caught up on your reading. Very cool, very cool. What kind of stuff do you like to read? I don't like to read. I've actually never been a reader, like, for pleasure. I've read, like, 4 books in my life for pleasure. And that's about it. I don't know. Just never been my thing. Ah, spent the rest of the day packing. Where are you going? Where are you going? But yeah, that's a long-ass work day. Holy cow, dude. I couldn't do that. You gotta, like, be up at 2. It's insane. Yeah, but where are you going, buddy? You're reading a book series called Michael Vey. Never heard of it. It's almost 10 books long. That's cool, man. At least it gives you a little bit of, it's like seasons in a show. You know, you have a little bit more to look forward to. That's dope, man. Good to hear. Good to hear, good to hear. Oh, yeah, that's... Okay, yeah, well, I mean... I know you're moving, but I just forgot that's what you were packing. You're moving my dumb ass. When are you actually moving in? I know last time we spoke, things were sort of up in the air surrounding that. You know, I checked on that. I have been doing the right thing, Bug. I'm not going to get arrested anytime soon. Wednesday, nice, nice. Congrats, man. I'm gonna have to swing by, see what it's all about. That's cool. I've given up on the co-op thing for right now. I kind of realize I might need a little more credibility before I look for something like that. Showing up being like, I've never paid taxes, probably doesn't work out to my reputation. You going to your first con? Very cool. What's the con for? I've been to a few cons, a couple of horror movie conventions and video game conventions and stuff. And funny enough, I don't really watch horror movies, so it was just to hang out with friends. But you're moving in Wednesday, dude. That's awesome. Very cool, very cool. You're going to have to swing by and pick me up and bring me over and then drop me off. You know, at your leisure. At your leisure, of course. MobyCon. Oh, I didn't know Moby had his own conventions. That's cool, man. I'm assuming it's not Moby the singer. What is MobyCon? You're gonna get a 4-port. Oh, sick! That's so cool, man. I've always wanted to have like a fun switcher setup like that. That's pretty cool, dude. I've always wanted something like that. That's neat. That's very cool. Mobiles? Mobiles on Comic-Con? I don't know what you mean. I'm assuming you don't mean it's a mobile Comic-Con. It's Comic-Con on wheels. I don't know what that is, but yeah, that switcher sounds cool. I've always wanted to do that. So much shit to do first. We're white. Yeah. We're white whale enthusiasts, mate. And my setup over here is jank. I am running like the jankiest of splitters to even capture my Wii. There's no HDMI port, so you gotta use the whatever it is, the composite cable, but I got like 2 sets of them, one to the computer and one to the TV. Even parsing that out was a weekend. That was a weekend. Mobile. The State Mobile. Mobile. Comic-Con. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still not getting a picture of what you're talking about entirely. But I hope you have fun. Whatever it is. MobiCon. This is cool. Got a brand new OLED. Yep, exactly, yeah. You'll be able to see all the jank. It's just gonna, yeah. It gets a $3,000 TV, plays Balloon Fight. Oh, Mobile, Alabama. Got it. Okay. I was gonna say you have a long drive, but I don't know where you live, so it's rather presumptuous of me. Yeah, gets a $5,000 TV, plays Punch Out. Look at those pixels shine, baby. Basically, yeah. Oh, you live in Mobile. Okay, well then it won't be very far for you. Yo, any of you all getting the new PS5 Pro for like $800? Doesn't even come with a frickin' stand. Yeah, I try to have my ads as little as humanly possible, but Twitch still requires me to. Yeah, I have my ads set as non-intrusive as possible, but Twitch still requires me to run like a 10-second ad every hour or something like that. Just get I got Twitch Turbo a long time ago. I don't regret it because I use Twitch a lot and I watch a lot of friends, and now I don't gotta watch ads for any of them. It's like $12 a month. It's pretty good. I like it. Waiting to slim the drop in part. And I got those. Yeah, exactly. God, those pros. Oh, the PS5 Pro, man. Yeah, so you could play PS4 games on it. They don't even have like a good library of PS5 games, really. To introduce that into the market is just, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's slimmer. Well, why didn't you make it slimmer the first time? Jesus. Yeah, you just watch on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I noticed. I'm like, wait, you heard what I said during the ad. Yeah, by the way, I do stream to YouTube simultaneously now. So if you don't want to deal with ads, go over there. I don't get money. I don't get money from anything I do, so don't worry about watching ads for my sake. God, that PS5 Pro, I can't imagine. $800, doesn't even come with a vertical stand. The disk drive is sold separately. The disk drive, can you imagine disk drive being sold separately? Like, the fucking balls on these people, bro. We got a PS5 here just to play Diablo 4, and it is literally the only physical game we've bought for it. And it's the only game we've played on it, besides me playing, like, you know, my PS4 stuff. So I don't know, man. Every year that goes by, I am happier and happier to be a retro gaming fan, because it means that I have a myriad of games at my disposal anytime I want, and never have to worry about them. Come and take these ROMs from my cold, dead hands. I'm gonna get back to running some races in a sec. I'm just enjoying chatting. Still on a wing and a prayer with this one, yo. Still waiting. Oh yeah, so I've been recording more 10 mogs recently. I have those scheduled to go out on Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Eastern Standard. Played some terrible games last week and the week before. Played both iterations of Captain Planet, which were fucking garbage. And I played the Three Ninjas game that upset me very much. So the Captain Planet games are funny, man. I was playing the Genesis Captain Planet. I'll erase a little bit while I'm talking. The Genesis Captain Planet, you can actually die in the level select screen, so that's funny. There is a 1 hour countdown that they expect you to beat the game in, and it starts on that screen. This guy might bonk. Let's see. Yeah, good bonk. Let's see what happens here. And if you just wait there for an hour, the game will end. Oh, come on, you asshole. And the NES version of Captain Planet, I didn't get past the first section that was a shoot 'em up, but you could run out of ammo in a shoot 'em up, so that's terrible. the Three Ninjas game starts off with a wall of death that kills you instantly, so that was horrible as well. But for next week, I played Battle Arena Toshinden on Game Boy. That was surprisingly fun and surprisingly well made. Now we're not getting it there. And then recently I also played the arcade version of Shadow Dancer, which was very cool. A friend put me onto that, so I checked it out. Then I played this old arcade game called Hippodrome. Very, very disparaging lack of hippos in the actual game. Kind of fun though, even though it's a bit janky. And then what else did I play? Oh, Gunbird 2, a bullet hell shoot 'em up that was kind of cool. So I enjoyed. I somehow picked a couple of games at random that were actually good this time, and you'll see what those look like as they come out. So this ain't gonna be it. Oh, maybe that guy kind of shot. Maybe. Ah, damn it! I tried to use the two enemies at once and get the two up over there. See, if we change lanes right there and clip that guy, it pretty much guarantees the next guy will bunk, which guarantees we'll be able to hit the next guy as he goes over the hill, which has a chance of spawning the guy we need. So we need to roll a four-sided die correctly 4 times in a row to even get a chance of rolling it again. Yeah, I don't know. Yo, Bug, have you been watching Arcus's Ninja Gaiden streams? He switched to a keyboard recently. And, not gonna lie, I'm finding it a lot harder to watch because that keyboard is fucking loud, bro. Holy shit. 3043 is tough. If I hear someone's controller that loud, it's just too much for me. I'm okay with a little bit of gamer ASMR. You know, arcade things clacking. That guy didn't go where I needed him to. Or controllers clicking and clacking, but when it sounds like the ice cube maker is going while you're playing, it's a little rough to listen to. I primarily watch him idly. He switched because, okay, I didn't catch the stream where he made the switch, but I saw one of the pinned comments from a mod said he's switching to try and get a better mashing speed on the Jackie-O cycle. So far his segmented best, or whatever you call it, best of all segments, is way under what it normally is with a controller. And I saw him doing this like custom ROM that measures your mashing speed, and he seemed to be getting it up there, but that's crazy to switch peripherals, you know, what, 93,000 attempts in or some shit like that. I still watch him from time to time, but not gonna lie, he's using a loud-ass mechanical keyboard. He's like, alright, good bleeps, and cluck, 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 cluck. I'm like, oh, God, bro, I used to like listening to you. Now it's, you might have to move that microphone away from the keyboard. But yeah, I think that's why he switched, because he said he can get he said someone suggested you can get a better mashing speed on Jackie. I'm probably not... Huh? Oh, I thought this guy was going to do something funny. Probably not recounting all the details perfectly, but something like that. That was mad slow. Okay. It's like, I've played this on Dolphin and tried to switch to like either a regular controller or even keyboard, and man, my brain does not like that switch. Anything? No, nothing. But hey, I'm going to probably be streaming a little bit next week as well, because my schedule has not filled up with clientele yet, as much as I'm trying to make it happen. I actually got to wait for some paperwork to come in, and then I'll really try to get it up there. You shot out pretty far. Nope, that was a big crash. I thought I could do something fun there. But next week, I'm going to return to, at least for the foreseeable future, trying to beat Shadow Dancer on maximum difficulty, because it's pretty damn tough, and I've never done it, even though I've owned that game since I was a kid. I've beat it on easy and medium, but never on hard. So I'll try and return to that. And I think I'm starting to build up a list of games I've never beaten, but I very much want to. And focusing on that has helped me streamline and reduce like my choice paralysis for what I actually want to do on stream. You know, it's like, oh man, I have all this stuff I could do, and yada yada yada. So it's been helping me keep focus, and I've been enjoying it very much. And I'll still do occasional one-off streams where I just gotta show off something ridiculous, like Bug, you saw me doing the Monkey King vs. Transformers garbage last week, and then the random arcade games. So I still have those from time to time, but yeah, I'm trying to stick with something new. I've been enjoying challenging myself a little bit. Amagon was a crazy challenge. That game was super hard in very frustrating ways. But you know what? By the end of it, I kind of call it Stockholm Syndrome. But I kind of ended up enjoying it after it was all said and done. And I would probably play it again now that I understand it. It's just very trolly. It's very trolly, and if you don't know where some enemies will spawn, it could be really problematic because it's one-hit deaths. And last week I also finally beat Adventures of Tom Sawyer, because I owned that as a kid and never beat it because at the time that I owned it, there were no helpful Game Genie codes, because it's also a one-hit kill game, and they had Game Genie codes for infinite lives, and I'm like, hey yo, Galoob, but that's not helping me. I need something to make me not get killed. Ooh, I thought we could do something fun there. I'm going to look at something real quick, too. I don't know why, but my Restream chat and my other chat get out of sync sometimes. It's been causing problems. I just wanted to double check. No, okay. We're okay. Hey, yo, Galoob. Check. Yeah, their codes weren't helping me back then. I finally beat that. That was cool. That was cool. And I'm going to start assembling a list of other stuff. I also have a little passion project that I'm starting to learn how to do. And I want to make my own little 3-character fighting game in Mugen. I've already got the characters decided. I got the motif decided. I got to grab some of the sprites and watch a lot of tutorials, but I'm going to be trying to make my own 3-character, approachable, sort of beginner fighting game based around rock, paper, and scissors. So, like, some characters will, like, pretty much shut down. I wanted to create a fighting game where the meta is all about trying to win the unwinnable matchup. You know, like, everyone's kind of broken, but a little susceptible, and I have to think about some other stuff, and I've been trying to theory craft some moves and move sets, and I was trying to figure out if I could learn this other fighting game engine. It was way too complicated, so I went back to basics, and I was just like, alright, I'll just grab the damn sprites myself and, like, pick 3 characters that best represent rock, paper, and scissors in my mind. And then just, like, give them my own custom moves and frame data and all that good stuff. So, I'm hoping... Oh, this guy bonks? Yeah, he bonks. I'm hoping that, I don't know, 6 months to a year from now, I'll have something that's downloadable and playable. This guy in the front's gonna be the one. Come on. Oh, and he changed lanes, you son of a bitch. He fucking... He matadored me, man. He changed lanes on me. Ah, damn it. See, even when you get an attempt and the correct guy shoots out that you need, He could still change lanes at the last second. Don't change lanes, okay. And screw you up. But that's why this is a challenge and not a cakewalk. That guy in front's gonna be it. Yes, there we go. And I think this is the last second barrier in the game to break too. So this is gonna do a couple of things. Final second barrier. Final bronze track under a minute, and maybe the last record I'll ever really try and set in this. We got a 30:01. That's what we wanted. Let's see if we can get something else going here. Maybe a 2-up. Maybe we'll get something good. Probably not, though. No. Maybe we'll get a freaky launch here. I'll keep an eye out for any anomaly, but that's probably the run right there. Yeah, 163. Ah, man. I did get a new fastest lap in this, though, because I managed to get the 30:01 skip that I needed, but I also got like a very rare final jump of the lap push, where you basically do that same mechanic just on the very tiny hill. I don't know how to set it up, but I get it sometimes. It gave me a 2973, I think. My screen is so small. Yeah, 2973. And it kind of fell apart after that, which... that was sad, because a 2973 is so quick that even a decent lap 2 had a chance, but one of the enemies moved unplanned. I don't even know what happened. It just all fell apart after that. And it was kind of heartbreaking. And I'm also currently trying to beat this mod of Shining the Holy Ark that I got a while ago, this hard mode mod. And they weren't kidding. It is absolutely brutal. And I'm trying to grind a little bit for the final boss. And there's a way to make the final boss harder if you kill this other optional boss somewhere else. So I'm first grinding up for the optional boss, then I gotta get the... I tried something there. The person who made the mod said they couldn't even beat it, so that's a challenge for me. I want to try that eventually. I might have to grind to max level, and it's not fun, and it's a slow process because I'm basically grinding Metal King slimes over and over and over. That is not grinding I will be doing on stream. It is just so boring. I even turned the speed of my emulator up, like, you know, to 400% just to get it over with more quickly. Well, like, come on, man, I don't got time for this. 3040, that's not what we want. What else have I been doing gaming-wise? I don't know. That's about it. Got a bunch of random little projects, you know? Yeah, man, I'm always doing something. But, yeah, I think, soon enough I'll start to put a little bit more time into learning Mugen. It doesn't seem very difficult. It seems like things are pretty straightforward. It's not like coding in an NES game. Hold up, I want to turn my fan on real quick. Or my second fan. Second fan, also called an air conditioner. And Bug, I feel like I could hear you running to your keyboard to type. You're putting an air conditioner on in the fall? Yeah, man, I am. Humidity does not know what month it is. I remember last year I was doing something, and you were like, "Bro, it's fucking winter. Go to an endocrinologist." Like, yeah, I'll get on that. But yo, any of you all working on any gaming challenges or like things that you're trying to put to bed or just games you're having fun with. Would love to hear about it. Oh, and I also did... Ooh, nothing there. Trying to get a weird jump off that. 3046, that's pretty bad. Also, if you don't know, I revamped my my Discord recently. I cleaned it up, added some channels, took some channels away, streamlined it, made it a little better. So feel free to come on by and say hello if you like doing that kind of stuff. I don't use the @everyone ping very often, or, you know, it's pretty unobtrusive. Yeah, I think that's the word I'm looking for. Non-intrusive. Shit. Changed lanes. I honestly don't think, like, I've looked through my times for this, and I don't really think I have anything else to break within reason. Like, every other record can really only be lowered with an insane skip. That was something. That's probably a 3018 or something. Nah, we didn't even get the cooldown strip. Whatever, let's see what we got. I bet you this is going to be like a 3035 by the end of it anyway, and we'll be on pace if we didn't even get the skip. Let's see. 3036, man, I know this fucking game a little too well. I also forgot what I was saying, so it must not have been too important. Okay. Whatever. I forgot I was even in lap 2. I should have reset, but I got lost in it. So, yeah, I don't know. I still have a bunch of, childhood NES games that I never beat as a kid and would like to. So that might be one of the main focuses for stream in the future. Like I said, I know I'm repeating myself, but I've been enjoying that very much. Also, finally beat Rage of the Gladiator. Super fun game that I recommend everyone checking out. It's like Punch-Out with an upgradable skill tree. And a jump mechanic and environmental stuff that interacts with you. It's very, very cool. And call me crazy, I like that. I think, how should I say? It does more to the genre than Punch-Out Wii does, because it actually brings a lot of new things to the table, like the jump mechanic, and the skill tree, and, the environmental stuff, you know, stuff I just said. But definitely recommend checking it out. Some enemies were pretty tough, too. It was fun to figure out all their telegraphs and stuff like that. And nice to beat a game with no guide, no game FAQs, no nothing, just going for it, you know? It's pretty neat. That was a slow takeoff. Yo, Joe P. Real, what's happening, my friend? How you doing? We just watched Repo the Genetic Opera. That sounds like I've heard of that before. But thanks for saying hi real quick. I appreciate it, man. How'd the rest of your arcade romp go the other day? If you don't know, my friend Joe P. Real over here streams a whole bunch of stuff, including fighting games, but they've been recently doing just like random arcade romps, just browsing MAME ROMs and spinning a wheel of like 1,000 arcade games and checking them out. And it's been super enjoyable. So for any of my friends out there, go check out my friend Joe P. Real. They've been doing some cool stuff, man. And they're a genuinely sweet and wonderful person. So, yeah, go give them the same support you would give me. But I appreciate you stopping in, dude. I'm probably not staying super long myself either. This was just... I'm just on the couch digesting and being a low-energy asshole with a microphone and not even sitting at my desk, no stream down, just chilling, man. The wheel pick Jackie Chan. Oh, how is Golden Axe the Duel? I've been meaning to get into that for a while. If you weren't relying on the wheel, I might make a couple of recommendations for you to try out. But I might just have to wait and see if the wheel ever picks them for me. I really want to suggest two right off the bat I can think. Chinese Exorcist and Uncle Poo. I really want to see you play Uncle Poo. Oh yeah, thanks. I mean, it's not the most exciting streams. I mean, you can see. I mean, this is a grind. We're resetting it every 5 seconds sometimes, and we're 19,300 attempts in since the August before last. This has been a long journey, and it's the last second barrier in the game to break. And I very much want to do. You know Uncle Poo. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you've heard of Aunt Flo. Now get ready for Uncle Poo. That's awesome. You're down for suggestions too? Alright, the next time I come by, if I can make it to your next arcade romp, I will, I'll drop a suggestion or two in the chat and see if you feel like taking it up at that point. Uncle Poo is funny. I was not expecting it to be as charming as it was. It was very cool. Yeah, Uncle Poo. Oh my god, dude. Uncle Poo for Smash. Yo, whoever... We gotta rip that. We gotta rip that from Mugen, right? We gotta rip the Uncle Poo sprites from Mugen. Funny enough, Joe, I actually am starting to work on something. I have to research a lot, and I'm looking up a lot of tutorials, but I'm trying to make my own 3-character fighting game in Mugen. I have the sprites decided. I'm trying to figure it all out on my own. If I might want some help. I know you know a lot about that kind of stuff. I might be hitting you up at some point about that, but I'm trying to make something fun in Mugen, basically based around rock paper scissors, where the meta is all about trying to win the unwinnable matchup, and I have some sprites in mind. I have the characters in mind that I'm going to be using. What is it? Grok from Ultra Vortech, and Mazibo or whatever his name is from Rakuga Kids, and Mantis from Time Killers. I think they represent rock, paper, and scissors pretty well, so I'm going to try and do that. You wouldn't mind seeing more games? You do rely on the wheel a bit. Yeah, I feel you. You're not great. Neither am I. I'm watching my first tutorials on it just the other day. Yeah, it's cool. Maybe when I actually get something running, I'll be able to, I don't know, test it out with you, man. That'd be cool. It's probably going to take me 6 months to a year to figure out, but it's sort of, bringing a theory crafting and doing something and bringing it to life. And also, if it's fun, giving it to my friends to play as a big thank you to the FGC that I'm a part of and my friends that I enjoy hanging out with. So it would also be my way of saying, hey, my friends that I enjoy, play this fun game. I made it for us, Yeah, definitely. I'm going to probably watch some more tutorials this week. I downloaded Mugen last week for the first time, so I'm starting from scratch. I tried to stick Grok in it, and I couldn't even do that, so I really gotta watch the basics. I have a couple of good playlists I'm looking at of tutorials. It's going to be a slow thing, and I really do look forward to throwing hands in it with my friends one day. I kind of want it to play a little bit like Tough Love Arena. Kind of slow, got methodical, You gotta start somewhere, and I'm definitely starting somewhere. I'm starting at the bottom. And I know I have very knowledgeable friends who will help pass me in the right direction. Yeah. I was really torn about who to choose for scissors for a little bit. At first, I was trying to choose this one dude from Kamen Rider, but I couldn't even figure out what game they were from, if they were even from a game. And I was just watching games and trying to get ideas, and I saw Mantaz, and I was like, oh, those blade hands, that's going to be good for scissors. I'm going to do that. And then Grok from Ultra Vortech, that's rock, of course. How could it not be? And then Mamizo from Rakuga Kids changes shape and also turns into a book at some point. They also turn into scissors, but I'm not going to use that move because that'll be too confusing for the game. But they do turn into paper, and they are made of paper, and they are very thin, so I think it's good. Good rock, yeah. G rock. I want to give Grok like a command grab that reaches backwards through the screen, a la Quan Chi, or something like that. Their game plan, I want them to keep you at 3/4 screen and be afraid to go anywhere else. Like, oh, don't back up too much, yo. I'll grab you through the wall. That would be funny. Yeah, please give me any ideas, because obviously I'm not set in stone on anything. And yeah, let me know if you have any ideas. I would love if they fit the style. I was thinking for a while on who could exemplify paper, but it's tough. My friend Super HC recommended oh, what is their name? Someone from Naruto. It's a person with like paper wings and they shoot paper. Oh, I can't remember their name at all though. But the sprites I found in them were so. I don't mind if the style highly contrasts, because I mean Blacklight kind of does that, and I find it endearing. But I also wanted, I don't know, just someone a little more like kitschy and cute. I don't know, and the Mamizo character seemed to work for that. But yeah, if you can think of any paper stuff, I would gladly take that into consideration. Kabuto. That might be it, but I'm forgetting right now. I'm forgetting, and I just can't remember. I think even if you said the name, I wouldn't remember right now. My brain is kind of on empty this Saturday night. Might have been it though. It's a person, they have wings. Their wings sort of look like paper. They shoot paper. I've seen them in the other games, but yeah, that's all I can come up with. My brain doesn't work. Yeah, no, it's not mine either. That kind of stuff came out when I was a little too old to be into it. It's sort of how I know nothing about Pokemon, because it came out a little too late in my life cycle. I wasn't gonna be like 16 getting into Pokemon. I was playing Magic the Gathering. I want to remake some of my old decks in what is that? Chandelar. I got the standalone Chandelar. That's a sentence you could say. Dan from MVC2 throws an auto. Yeah, maybe I'll take the autograph sprite, and I'll do that. I'm like, yo, if we can have your and Black Air Forces in Mugen, I know I could illustrate a piece of paper. Dude, I was showing my girlfriend has been indoctrinated into this fighting game stuff a little bit from me over the past 5 years, and she finds nothing funnier than like the your Black Air Forces matchups. Shit fucking cracks her ass up. There's one video I showed her last week that was just like, it was just called like your versus Black Air Forces at 161st Street in the Bronx, and she's like, I know where that is. I'm like, this is fucking wonderful. That's what it was made for. That shit gets me going, man. You know me, I live for the silly stuff. If it makes me laugh, I'm all for it. It's funny, mad people in the comments were like, yo, I walked past that bodega. Yeah, it was absolutely correct. You could see the street signs. It's like the dude just like took a picture of the street. It was so great, man. He attacks you with the sideburn trimmers, and he throws like a chopped cheese sandwich at you and a bacon, egg, and cheese. Dude, that shit makes me. Now I'm proud to be a New Yorker. Thank you. Now I'm proud to be a New Yorker. Thank you, Yer. Ridiculous. Tim's with a Yankee hat. Like, I want to kiss the person who made that fucking idea come to life. That's what I'm saying, man. If you think of something and it makes you laugh, you're probably on the right track and you should continue with it. That's what I think. That shit's funny, man. Yeah, I think I seen you playing the Marvel vs. Capcom collection. How has that been treating you? Is there any reason to get that if you have Fightcade? Not putting down your decision to buy it. I'm just more asking if they have anything like special to it, because I get it. Like, sometimes you don't want to link up on Fightcade with people and you just want to drop in anonymous style, you know? Yeah, laughter tracks, right? If it's silly, other people might find it silly too. That's the best way to approach things. 99% of the time, if I'm thinking of an idea for myself, either if it's a shit post or like a stream idea, and it makes me laugh, I know I'm doing something right. What's a struggle about? Did they not get the I can imagine the things that might be a struggle. Certain moves not being the same. Really good training mode. That's cool. That's cool. I can't make myself drop like $50 on games that are already on Fightcade. I mean, number one, I don't play the games anyway, so it'd be a waste. But I do get the desire to just, like, I don't know, not have to link up on Fightcade or a Discord. Oh, the netcode is bad, man? I want to be one of those people that says there's no excuse for bad netcode in a game, but also, I'm not a fucking technician. You know, I'm not a technical person. So maybe there are legitimate reasons for these things being problematic or hard to get perfect. I was trying to go for a skip there. We didn't get it. Also, Joe, if you don't know, we are trying to basically manipulate the game 3 times to make what we need happen. It's all reliant on RNG. Yo, Super, what's happening? Good evening, my friend. How you doing? Sorry I didn't get to respond to your messages earlier. I met up with a friend earlier today, and then it was a pretty busy day for me the rest of the way. But hope you're doing well, man. I did watch that Bleach video. I thought it was very cool how you work with stocks as health. The other stuff confused me very much, but that I grasped at that from it, and it was kind of cool. Ideally, if it's gonna work. Yeah, I feel you. It's just not there yet. I get you. But I also get the desire to not want to or not have to hop into Fightcade and go games or converse to another person or go into a Discord. Guild Wars 2. Nice. That sounds like it would be an SRPG or something, but I don't know. But that's cool, man. Happy you're enjoying your weekend, my friend. I got to play some old retro stuff with a friend that I haven't met up with in a very long time. Parsec earlier today. That was nice. I love Parsec, especially when it works. It's an action... Oh, okay. It's an action MMORPG. Cool. Glad you've been having something fun to check out. Yeesh, that's a bad lap. Yeah, Joe, no problem. I'm glad you can come by for a little bit. I'm happy to chat with you, dude. Yeah, for sure. I will just say, like, I try to meet up with, like, a friend or two every week, and that's a lot for me, just because of stuff. But I definitely want to meet up with you, man. I want to play some Vampire Hunter or Savior. I forget which one it is. But yeah, definitely. I'll send you a message at some point this week or something. We'll try and link up here or there. Evenings are a little tough for me, but we'll figure it out, dude. Yeah, go do your thing. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for saying hi. I appreciate it, man. You're a sweetheart. Appreciate all of it. And yeah, we'll talk, dude. 100%. Let me take a sip of my tea here. It's probably too late for me to be drinking tea, but it is what it is. Yeah, definitely. I keep checking every day to see if a new Eternal Fighters patch dropped. I don't know if that guy might have left it for a little bit. But yeah, 100%, man. I'm always a DM away, so I know you are as well. So I'll be sending you something. Yeah, have a good night, Joe. Peace out. All the best. Appreciate you, dude. I'm probably not going to be here for much longer myself either. I was just lethargic and, felt like just chilling on the couch with some Excite Bike and hanging out for a little bit, grinding this out. Haven't had much luck tonight, unfortunately. Even though we did get our fast... Oh, you got a bonk? Okay, that's a bonk. I need to change lanes. That gives us something on this jump, but I've never had it happen where I get something on this jump and then something on the next one. Almost... If it was a little closer, I might have been able to do that. But yeah, Soup, I did watch that, the Bleach mechanics explanation. There was a lot to grab from it, not gonna lie. That's a lot of data for me and a lot of systems and words I've never heard before. That was weird. I was not expecting that. But I did like the idea... Wait, what? Damn, okay. I did like the idea of, like, removing stocks from your opponent. That was kind of cool. I did dig that. Oh, you know what I realized recently after reading it? Remember that game Netcode Warriors I showed you, like, last week or something super? Apparently one of the designers for it was one of the designers who worked on Digimon. So it's no wonder why the game looked so good. We gotta skip there, so let's see if we can turn this into something. But yeah, if they worked on Digimon, I understand why the style was 3001, nice. Why the style was so good. We're gonna start looking for something here. Let's see if we can get lucky. Would love a 2-up or something on this next jump. Probably not gonna get it, no. Shit. There's nothing I could do to stop my heart from, like, clenching a little bit every time I get very close to that second jump. But just like that, it's over. It's Jover. This guy looks like he'll give it to me. No, okay. Not exactly. I wish I could, like, zoom in and really understand why that mechanic happens. I really wish I could look at, I don't know, the RAM data or something to know what is happening. I might never get that, but maybe I'll just get lucky and make it happen anyway. Ah, nuts. Think they made it more complicated, yeah. It's 3 attacks, but yeah. I saw that, yeah. Got you, okay. Yeah, because all the terminology and the, Japanese words and ways of describing things, it's like the Sam Show problem. Like, I read the special moves and I'm like, man, why isn't this just called Dash Punch? That would make so much more sense to me. So I know the words they were using, like isekai or something like that. They were all kind of like, okay, I don't know what I'm even hearing right now. But I did like the idea of building up the amount of stocks you can remove by doing certain things. That was kind of cool. It seemed like, I don't know, I'm gonna get the phrasing wrong, but when you were in like some sort of desperation meditation mode, you could take more stocks off at one time. That was pretty cool. So I dig that. That's deep. That's deep stuff, man. Honestly, that's the kind of stuff that scares me off nowadays from getting into fighting games. Too many systems. I kind of like things to just be straightforward, but that's just because I'm simple, you know? Oh, that guy just dropped in out of nowhere. It's funny how that happens sometimes. The computer forgot to give him momentum. I know, you're going to be getting that game day one, Super. We're not getting any luck tonight. That's alright, though. Oh. What does Mugen mean, then? It's actually called Mugen Ryu Muhoken. How about just Dash Punch? Yeah, nothing. Nothing there. That's funny, because no, we got Mugen also, like the the fighting game engine. Now I'm curious what Mugen might actually mean. Oh, Super, I wanted to ask you about this. I was looking for... I can't believe this is going to be a sentence I say, but I was looking to play that game Mario Drinks a Glass of Milk. Is it on Flashpoint? I couldn't find it on Flashpoint. I was looking for that, one of the last round of 10 Mogs I was filming. Mario Drinks a Glass of Milk. Oh, okay, this ain't gonna matter. Funny, yeah, even with that ridiculous skip, we get a 30-36, which ends up losing us time anyway, because it's not a real 30-36, it's like a 30-46, because you're in the air on lap 2 and you lose time, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I couldn't find... Mario Drinks a Glass of Milk. Cool, refreshing. Ridiculous, man. It's making my cheeks hurt to laugh. Well, that actually makes sense, because Mugen is infinite possibilities. So Mugen might mean infinite. No feudal might mean something like it's uncontested. So it might be an uncontestable infinite dragon punch. But he doesn't DP, so I don't know. Infinite dragon, no feudal. That actually makes kind of sense, yeah. Maybe Mugen does mean infinite. Yeah. But yeah, maybe if it's not on Flashpoint, I'll have to look elsewhere for, Mario drinks a glass of milk. Ridiculous. Yeah, I didn't see it the last time I checked. I was sad. I did see, while I don't remember what I saw, I just looked it up on YouTube real quick to see if I got the phrasing of it wrong. And I did see videos of other people playing it, so I know it's playable. Maybe I gotta look elsewhere, and I'll find it. Ooh, I forgot to do the fast start. That's okay, though. Yeah, I'll check again. Oop. You know what? It's been a while since I've returned to Flashpoint. I think next week's 10 Mogs I record, I'll return to Flashpoint. I played Raiden X for a little bit, but not very much. I would love to give that a little more time. Yeah, it's been a while since I've hopped onto Flashpoint. I also found, let me do this real quick. I found another website. I didn't find it. My friend Aaron / Plasma Sword recommended I check out this site called AmigaLive.com. And it's basically a live platform to play Amiga games in your browser. I don't think you have to download them. Super, I know you like that type of stuff, so I figured I'm saying it for you. I think you would enjoy that. I think you know what the Amiga is, I assume. Ooh, 3055 is not good. But if you wanted, I could type it in the chat for you. I'm not sure if it's just AmigaLive.com. Whoops, all caps. Dot something. That should be it. Flashpoint does this, yeah. Some browsers act like they're... Really? Oh, that is bizarre. It's not supposed to do that. Yeah, that's really weird. Once I close it out... Really? That's weird. Shit. Well, I guess you just gotta close it out every now and then. Thankfully, it doesn't take too long to load up. Bug, have you checked out that, Oh, wait, you're the one who suggested it to me. Wait, you suggested me that weird Mario crossover game, right? I forget, I think that was you. Yeah, it might have been you. I gotta return to that game, too. That Mario crossover game was awesome. I definitely want to play that more. But yeah, that's bizarre that it interacts with your stuff. Yeah, that was you. Okay. It was either you or my friend Super. You're only two friends I know that even know what Flashpoint is. You can do odd things. And it closed all your... Oh, that's not good. And closed all your other programs, too. You have any other Flashpoint suggestions? I'm going to look at Raiden X next week. Yeah, I played it for 20 minutes. Yeah, first of all, there was a lot of introduction that I wanted to show off. And then I just couldn't stop myself from playing it once I hit that 10-minute point. It was a lot of fun. Afterwards, I cranked the difficulty up and did all this crazy shit. It becomes pretty brutal, actually, at some points, if you mess with stuff a little too much. Hey, I want to hop back into some Raiden X. I guess I'll see if I almost said Mario plays a glass of milk. Oh, my alarm. That's for me. I'll see if Mario drinks a glass of milk is on there. And then if not, I'll browse around for some other stuff. I haven't done Flashpoint in a minute. I also have not tried out that Amiga Live thing yet. Ooh, I don't know that one. That sounds good. Yes, I'll totally do that. Okay. Enchanted Cave 2. Okay. That sounds good to me. Nah, nothing there. So, Raiden X. I'm going to write this down real quick, actually. Gets out imaginary piece of paper that doesn't exist. No, let me write this down. I'm sure I could write it on this. Nope, I'm not even going to say what that is. Point and click strategy game. That sounds cool. Okay, I'm up for that. Yeah, let me write this down for myself. Next week I'll do some Flashpoint stuff. I'll do Raiden X, or Raiden X. However, Enchanted Castle Dose, and I'll just write down Mario Milk if I can find it. Let's see. Oh, okay. May have been status. That's fine. I wouldn't mind doing that. You know what? Then that's maybe I'll try doing that too. Synopsis quest. That sounds funny. I can imagine what that is. I'm writing this down. Synopsis quest. I was gonna say Maptroid, but I actually played Maptroid already. That's right. Enchanted Cave. What did I write? Oh, I wrote Castle. Enchanted Cave 2. Okay. Enchanted. Luckily, I only had to draw one big V over the middle of that word, and it made it perfectly fine. I didn't need to erase any layers; just needed to draw a big V over the S, T, and L. Do you remember when back in the old days, like the 90s with typewriters, if you wanted to undo, if you wanted to like fix something, you either had to put whiteout on the paper and then realign the paper, or there was like, I feel like I remember there was like a sheet you could put in front of the hammer, and once the thing struck that, it made the character behind it white. Is that ringing bells for anyone? I know Bug, probably you, we're similar ages. I think Super was similar ages. So maybe we actually remember that stuff. I don't know. I do remember that. Nimian Flyer Legends. A game of a lot of nostalgia. I played it back in the early 2000s. Okay. I'll add that. This could be a few. Nimian Flyer Castle. Just joking. I wrote Legends. Okay. That seems like a good place to start. That's 5. Maybe I'll take 1 or 2 more and add it to my list. I do have a big playlist of stuff on Flashpoint. Most of it's hot garbage, though. Did... Oh. Wait a second. Okay, I do remember having... Okay, I feel like I remember having a typewriter that didn't have that. The backspace key was a whiteout hammer? Man, I don't know why my brain is having a hard time picturing that. I could have sworn I remembered a time where I had to like put something in front of the hammer. Or maybe I was just changing the whiteout thing. I don't know. I was like 9. I'm forgetting that. Fit? P-H-I-T? Alright, I think that's enough suggestions for now for next week. That'll give me some good Flashpoint stuff. Alright, cool. Thanks for the suggestions, everyone. Appreciate it. Excuse me. Yeah. We'll get on that next week. I already recorded, like I said, I record stuff way ahead of time now, and I release them twice a week. So I got, I'll have some not evergreen, just like backlogged stuff, so I never fall behind again. I figure, consistently releasing 2 a week at least is better than releasing 3 one week, 2 1 week, none for a month. At least it's a slow enough drip feed that I could get it out there. And Tuesdays is going to be cool. I actually really enjoyed Tuesday's game of Battle Arena Toshinden on Game Boy. Yeah, I know Hakuhin vs. Nissen Light. I want to spend some time making sure I could properly translate everything so I don't get into it and I'm just like doing stuff on the fly. Because that would be tough for me to do for a 10 mod if I wasn't knowing what I was doing. But maybe it's the kind... Is Hakuhin the type of game that you can get into, push buttons and have fun without needing to translate? Because if it is, maybe I could check it out. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I had the lower end model for sure. From like the early 90s. I didn't have your rich hoity-toity ass backspace whiteout hammer. Ooh. I feel like I remember having like whiteout strips. Fuck, this is really like giving me a weird flashback of memories. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. But yeah, for that Nissan-like game, I wanted to make sure that at least I had the stuff translated before I did it live, because I think it would be kind of dull and boring to be working on translating it live while I'm streaming. Okay, okay. I mean, there's only so many options, right? I know one of the options will be quit game. One will be, and the only one I want is play. So I guess maybe we'll figure it out that way. I really do hope at some point, I don't know, Flashpoint gets some net play. I really want to play some, what was that? Oh man, the Flashpoint fighting game I played with Evil Ryu. Or, I'm sorry, Evil Ryan. That one was fun as hell. I would run the set in that. Surprisingly good game. Like, if that was on console, I would buy it. That's how good it was. Yeah, exactly. Okay. No quick game option. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Close browser. Well, I'm sure I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll give it a whirl for that before I stream it or something like that. But you know, all streaming ideas are always subject to change if they don't lend themselves to the format. But I'll definitely play it either way. I know when it comes to fighting games, Super, whatever you recommend, I'll usually enjoy for one reason or another. Either it's incredibly cerebral and complex, with many layers of stacking gameplay on it, or it's Galactic Warriors, with literally the exact opposite. It's either yeah, very cerebral, or the exact opposite. My god, I can't believe that actually existed in an arcade cabinet. And you know what? There's still a part of me that feels bad for saying it's terrible. It's like, I don't know, when you're a fighting game fan, you're a fighting game fan all the way. You know? Just like being a Jet, I hear. Yeah, it's not fun. But I also, okay, how can I say it's not fun if when you and I played it, I was laughing, right? It doesn't need to be, you know, it was fun to me, you know, and I enjoyed that about it. So, like, how can I rag on it if I actually had fun? I probably wouldn't want to sink my life into being a Galactic Warriors, like, you know, enthusiast. Because there's, like, 2 buttons and that's it. Dude, the knockback on some of those things was just so ridiculous. I think I'd rather try and grind out Holosseum than Galactic Warriors. Oh, that's one I should play. I've never played Holosseum for a 10 mog. I know some people might enjoy that one. Alright, we're not getting much good luck tonight with these bonks. That's unfortunate, but that's how it goes sometimes. Maybe this guy will bonk. He did bonk. Let's see if the next guy lets us hit him. Don't change lanes, please. Thank you. Sometimes I find when I hold down here, it'll spawn the guy where I need it. And it did, kind of. Okay. So that's probably a 30:01. That's where we need to start out with. That's a good starting point. 30:01? 30:03. We'll take it. That's still okay. Probably a good chance 200ths of a second won't kill the run. Even though the TAS is a 59.98, exactly 200ths of a second. Nah, ain't happening. Shit. Man, maybe I need to shift my focus and start grinding out and figuring out what pattern I need for lap 2. It's just, I've looked at my footage before, and I never see an observable pattern in lap 2 for me to be like, oh, when I see this opponent here, I know that I'm getting it. But I might want to look at it again, because it's like I have a blueprint to follow for lap 1 at least, you know? For lap 2, I really don't. I'm just kind of... Once I see that 30:01, I'm praying and not knowing if I'm going to get it or not. At least in lap 1, by like 4 seconds in, I know if I have a chance. I might want to return to that, because as like I say, as much as I don't mind hitting my head against a wall until it becomes a door, I want this, I do want this to happen. I'm not really like finding pleasure in the grind. I'm just grinding for the pleasure, you know? Yeah, that's what she said. Totally get that. Yeah, I feel bad about it too. I got a little bit guilty of her. If you make contact with the opponent... Yeah, that was ridiculous. It's like we were on an air hockey table the entire time. Just completely bouncing around. Yeah. Hey, maybe that balance patch will come in one day, you know? That balance patch got hit at some point. Yo, Bertman, what's happening, my friend? How you doing tonight? Thanks for popping in and saying hi. We're grinding in this insanity right now for a little bit longer. Had some time to kill, felt like doing it. How's your night going? What have you been up to? Have you had a chance to check out that other fighting game in that weird new emulator that came out for that system? I forget what it's called. I haven't had the time to check that out. But yeah, things are going pretty well here. I graduated school recently, so I'm just chilling and making videos a little more often and streaming a little more than I used to. I've been doing a lot of fun stuff, so I've been enjoying myself. But yeah, you're playing. What were you playing, Bert, man? 3 attacks, 1 attacks, lobby. Yeah, exactly. There was no point in doing anything but like that stretchy limbed attack in that. There was no point in doing anything but that. Has a bunch of them play it. Oh yeah, definitely, desperately needs a patch. Yeah, maybe if no one else is gonna do it, you know, maybe I will. Oh, dope. You know, I've actually never played Vampire Savior. I was just talking with Joe P. Real in here. I saw Plasma Sword playing it recently and was like, you know what, I might enjoy this. It seems like it's a lot of little combos. It's not like very long combos. It's pretty fast, which I can get with every now and again. I want to play that soon. But that's cool. I hope you were enjoying yourself playing with friends. You know, playing with friends is always good. Always a fun time. Yeah, it looks wonderful. I don't know, like, maybe I was falling out of fighting games when that came out, because, like, if you don't know me, like, I have, like, a 20-year gap in playing fighting games. Like, I played them a lot when I was younger, and when, like, Children of the Atom came out, it was just, like, too much for me at, like, you know, however old I was, 13, 14. And then I was playing mostly my old school RPGs for, like, the next 15 years. And then when Mortal Kombat X came out, I got into that for a little bit, and that kind of reintroduced me to the fighting game world. Yeah, I've seen high-level play of that, and ooh boy, it's quick. There's a lot of split-second decisions. A lot of split-second decisions that happen. But you know what? When I see short combos, I'm very much inclined to get into it as opposed to something with long combos. Not, you know, like the long ass combos just get really boring for me to sit there and just like not be able to push my controller. You know, it's like a test of dexterity at that point, and that's not why I play games. I play games for the mind games and stuff like that. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I definitely want to try and get into a little Vampire Savior. Yeah, okay, I get, yeah, yeah, it does have some longer stuff. I got into MKX because when I was working a job as a dog walker, one of the clients was playing with friends every time I picked up the dog. So I was like, shit, I feel like getting into this, you know? And I enjoyed it, and I did pretty well as a Shinnok main for a long time. But it at least felt like it was a lot easier to do the long combos in those. And there were times when I was getting hit with long combos from other people that I was kind of irritated, and the fatal blows were irritating, but I still enjoyed it because I really liked playing a Shinnok. And Leatherface. Leatherface is just so silly. I love him so much. Long combos, that's depending on what... Okay, okay. Because the set I was watching, I don't know, Plasma Sword was watching replays on her channel like 3 weeks ago, and I was watching the set between Alex Alchemy and Hirobi, and it looked like a lot of like quick, short little volatile interactions, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, that's cool. And yeah, super. I didn't play anyone with really any tricky, fast, no instant air fireballs in MKX. Leatherface's stance cancels were as far as I got, and I was never really super skilled at those either. It's just like, how could you not want to play as someone that unhinged? All the silly noises he makes, and like, he's just like, rah, rah, rah. Like I said, if it makes me laugh, I'm on board. But then the next game after that was Fantasy Strike, and I played Fantasy Strike every day for like 3 years. I think Fantasy Strike is what introduced me to the fighting game community more than anything else. That's how I met this person, Remy, that was doing Fantasy Strike, Monday Fantasy Strike stuff. That's how I met Mr. MKL, from them doing Fantasy Strike stuff. That was kind of how I got introduced into the niche fighting game scene. Most definitely. And I mained that game for like 3 years. I still have an immense amount of love for that game. As you know from our most recent set, Super. Some matches are amazing. Some others are super boring. Yeah, I play it, so I get it. I can understand. I'm imagining matchups in my head. But I really liked Fantasy Strike because I'm not the best with dexterity. It allowed me to play with my mind more than anything else. Resetting to neutral every few hits because the round ended was kind of cool. I liked that it was such an approachable game that I could learn every character and be kind of competent with every character. It was the first fighting game in maybe like since the Genesis, you know, that I felt like, wow, I can actually play this game. Not just this character in this game. I know this entire game well enough to pick up a random character and just have some fun. You played with Satsuki? Yeah, Satsuki's really crazy with mix-ups. Really specific list. Yeah, Blandy, yeah. Oh, Natsuki I'd never played before. Blandy could use a patch. It would be nice to have not a couple of characters that are breaking it. Yeah, best game since Eternal Champions, baby. Yeah, for sure. Well, you know me. I'm an Eternal Champions stan. I love that game so much. And bringing Eternal Champions to my friends, loving that, loving the Sega CD iteration. We bonded over that. We held a tournament for it. We made an awesome combo music video for it. Man, it's been a while since I played some Eternal Champions Challenge from the Dark Side. I missed that game. That was crazy. I went through for a very long time and documented as many combos and as many TODs as I could, and all the tech, all the weird tech. That one video I had, that one 5-minute video talking about the power combo system, still some stuff that beguiles me. Like, why does, like, if you do a combo and add a taunt at the end, it gives you the trigger for the infinite meter. I don't understand why. Some command throws hit low when they're up close and the person is in the corner. Really bizarre. I mean, you could taunt on block and push the enemy further away from you. I just don't understand. It's like they had 12 different people working on little parts of it, and then just all threw it into a hat and combined it. Wild shit. Crysis Natsuki's so good. Wow, okay. Has one little problem that makes it unplayable. What is that problem? Tell me, I need to know. But yeah, a lot of weird stuff happening with ECCD. You know, I don't know. Oh, okay. I'll probably still find a way to get smacked by an overhead. I'm pretty slow. Oh, nice, man. Very cool. Well, I'm not sure. You're probably in MKL's Discord. Um, and there's a channel set up for it in there. Have you ever seen the combo music video we made? Pwned Thugs and Kusoge or whatever? Yeah, you are in there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I forget you have a different name in there. Hayama, right? I don't really chat in the Discords too much, but I remember you had a different name there or something, yeah. Oh, yeah, you should check it out. Hold up. I'll write the name here. You could look it up. Just type that into YouTube. You'll find our combo music video we made. It was awesome, man. I was listening to music and then I heard that Bone Thugs and Harmony song that sampled the Eternal Champions song, and I was like, yo, this would make for a perfect music video. So I hit up Mike and I was like, yo, I got this idea. Let's do it. And we made it happen, and it was super, super awesome. I think we held 2 or 3 tournaments. Yo, funny thing, man. Okay, I'm sort of torn on this, and yeah, Soup, we will play that. So we held a tournament for ECCD, right? And we were all grinding and playing like all the time, all the time. The night before the tournament, I found the tech for infinites, and I found that everyone has infinites in that game if you just figure out which buttons go into another, and it's like beat reverse beat beat reverse beat, you know. And I still feel a little bad about this, but I busted out the infinites in the tournament and just low punch high kicked my way to victory just for the laughs. I kind of wish I hadn't. It was I was like, how can I resist? How can I resist doing that? I mean, I was grinding late into the night, and then just all of a sudden, I found that everyone has these Gatling infinites that are just. Unfortunately, I feel like it kind of. Yeah, tech. Yeah, yeah. That's why I was like, okay, this might be funny to do. This will be cool. Um, but here's the thing, man. We grinded this game for a while. We played it. We documented the tech. We were starting a wiki that we want to return to. And all this advanced tech, the power combos and you know all these difficult links and all this stuff. And it was all undone in an evening because everyone in the game except one character has a super simple 2-button infinite. And it's like, fuck. It was like kind of soul crushing in a way. It's like we built this entire thing up from the ground, and then it all just came crumbling down because okay, sure, just get close and hit LP, LKMP over and over again and cycle it and you win. It's inescapable. And I was like, shit. It still makes me kind of sad, man. I wish that maybe I could hit up Billy Time one day and get in their ear about, hey, can you remove the Gatling infinites or something? Because without the Gatling infinites, it is so fun and so layered. That's so cool. Yeah, exactly. And you laugh it a little too much, it becomes undone. It was just so sad, man. It was kind of like bittersweet, not gonna lie. And I don't know, ever since then, we never really returned to it, which is a shame. I know you were talking about feeling something similar with Martial Champion, right? But luckily they're, yeah, and very difficult and very character dependent. So it's more like, if you could whip out that tech at the time, sure. It's sort of like, the Onimaru versus Argagarg matchup. Yeah, it's broken, but it's very specific, and you gotta still work to get it. In ECCD, you really don't. Just get close enough and mash the buttons. And you don't even have to mash it with timing, because the way it works is you'll just keep hitting. It doesn't matter. You'll just keep hitting the opponent. They can't get out of it. So I don't know. If we run tournaments for it in the future, I want to rule them out, because it makes it so much less fun. You know, and it's not the same Gatling Infinite for everyone. Some people it's a standing heavy punch and then a crouching medium punch and loop that, or a low kick and then a high. You know, it's all different for every single person, but I don't know. They're just so brain dead to do. And if we do run a tournament in the future, I want to set out a rule like, yeah, don't do that, you know. No, we were using BizHawk for that. We ended up getting first of all, Billy Time Games made a patch for the game that unlocks all the characters right from the start, so you don't gotta do the crazy shit like going to versus 500 times to unlock Thanatos. But yeah, are you familiar with Billy Time's hacks? I'm sure you probably are. You're in the scene. But Billy Time made a hack of that game. Um, Pretty sure it's pinned. It might even be pinned in the Eternal Champions Challenge in the Digital Basement server. It might be pinned there. We might have done that a while ago. But yeah, we were just using BizHawk and Parsec, and it always worked really well. I've never actually ran Mendef, and I use BizHawk for everything, even MAME. It's just so easy. And if it doesn't run something, I'll branch off to a different emulator. You know, if one game gets played better on the, and also it doesn't run Jaguar, it doesn't run 3DO. I gotta download 4DO emulator and what's the other one? I forget the Jaguar emulator. Big Pimu. Big Pimu works great. If you've never used Big Pimu before, oh, it's a beautiful emulator. It runs perfectly, and I think the guy just put in like multiplayer for that Alien vs Predator shoot 'em up game or something like that. That guy's always working on it. I forget what his name is. I think his name is Rich Whitehouse. I see him posting on Twitter a lot. He does some good stuff. Yeah, the best thing. Yeah, much better than that big controller with the 17 buttons or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, Big Pimu is dope. If it weren't for that emulator, I would have never played Kasumi Ninja and Shadow War Succession or whatever. I do confuse 3DO and Jaguar games very often because I explored them both right at the same time. So they kind of blend into another for me. But, oh, Fight for Life was fucking horrible. That game was terrible. That might actually be, yeah, go do your thing, Soup. Fight for Life might be, sheesh, let me think about it. I think Fight for Life was worse than Galactic Warriors. Like, I had more fun playing Galactic Warriors with my friend Super here. Fight for Life feels like you actually are fighting for your life. It's like ultra meta. Yeah, Fight for Life is worse. It is the slowest. I actually thought there was something wrong with my emulator. It's so terrible. I think some hint shit. Maybe. Yeah, you huffing on that copium. Yeah, go do your thing, Soup. Yeah, maybe it's the copium, you know? Because I played it for a little bit on stream ages ago, and I was like, this is fucking terrible. I'm trying to think what the big fighting games were for the 3D. It was Ultra Vortec, it was Kasumi Ninja, and like Shadow War of Succession. Ultra Vortec was really cool. Out of all the games on that system, Ultra Vortec was the only one that felt like it had some heart. You know? It was rough around the edges, but it had a lot of heart to it. And I could tell immediately. I was like, alright, this was made by some people who actually care and want to enjoy themselves. And this might be the second or third time mentioning that game tonight, because I'm trying to assemble something in Mugen. I'm learning Mugen from the ground up, because I'm trying to make a 3-character fighting game that's built around rock, paper, scissors, and Grok from Ultra Vortec is going to be one of the characters. I've decided that already. So yeah, it might take me 6 months to a year, but I'm trying to make something fun for me and my friends to play. Also my way of, saying thank you to the FGC. Like, here's this fun little thing I made. Thanks for all the support and being an awesome community. Now let's play this together. Eye of Typhoon. I didn't play that one. I don't think I was able to find a ROM of that. Also, Eye of Typhoon is on Fightcade, but the JSON emulator doesn't grab it, right? I gotta remember about that. Last time I looked up Eye of Typhoon was probably years ago. And, I haven't really returned to it since. I'm going to try and race a little bit. I could read while I'm doing this. This is so brain dead. And after 19,300 attempts, I can, look away. The Neo Geo beta plays worse. Ooh, fa. Okay, no bunk there. We didn't get it. By the way, I could tell from about 4 seconds if I'm getting the run I need or not. So don't think that you're distracting me with your chat. I either reset every 4 seconds or every 20 seconds, depending on the pattern I get. Every 4 or 5 seconds. It runs worse. That's unfortunate. I might have to get that version then. It's been a while since I've searched for it. I've probably got better resources now than I did back then. So I'll have to check that out. You mean the true gem of the 3DO wasn't Balls 3D Director's Cut? Bertman, I don't think you were hanging out with Mike and in that chat when we ran the Balls 3D tournament for the Niche Fighter FET we held a couple of years ago. That was wild. That was wild. Yeah, thank you, Burp. I appreciate that. Thank you. If I need any assistance, I'll let you know. I know I have a lot more friends than I did a few years ago, and my friends are wonderful, yourself included. So, if I ever need any help, I'll hit you up, man. Unfortunately, footage of our tournament isn't up anymore. Because the person who was hosting it removed all their fighting game content. So we don't have footage of it, but Mike won the tournament, so you can always, next time you see MKL, congratulate him on being the Balls 3D champion. Oh no, this is the true version of Balls. yeah. Yo, you know what we did actually? We were running all the versions of Balls. We were running... Yeah, maybe he'll have footage of it. Maybe he saved it ages ago. I don't remember. But remind him that he's the Balls 3D champion. So, we were running... We had a Balls 3D tournament. Let's say Mike has balls. Yeah. So, we were running Balls on Genesis, Balls on SNES, and Balls on 3DO. And since this is when we were running the Niche Fighter FET tournament for 3 days to raise money for Mega Knockdown. So if you donated money towards the Mega Knockdown thing, you could choose to make us switch the version of the game on the fly. So, if you donated $10, we would stop playing the Genesis version and go over to the SNES version or the 3DO version. We allowed anyone to use any cheats they wanted. Just go fucking crazy. You want to shapeshift into this person? I mean, also, oh god, what's their name? Some other hacker created a hack where you could play as Jester, just for that tournament. Oh gosh, I can't remember their name now. But if you look up on romhacking.whatever, the Balls 3D patch that allows you to play as the boss characters was either made for that tournament or like right before it. So it was really cool to be able to play as the boss characters in that tournament, and that dude made it for us. It was such a sick... Yeah. It was a sick experience. It was really cool. I feel like I could see their name in my head, but I can't remember it. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Funny enough, the 3DO version of Balls was not that bad. There was some advanced tech and like frame kills and like really, like, I can't explain it all off the top of my head, but there was some neat stuff. There was also a sidestep that made it kind of wild. So, also in okay, so this is another funny story. In Balls 3D, I'm sure you know that there are a lot of cheats you could put in at the time. Yeah, it was a lot better than those two versions that are fucking abysmal. So, you could type in codes in the middle of the match to, like, drain your opponent's health. Or, or change into another character. and I found one code that would swap myself and the opponent's health bar. And you had to type in Ball Dracula. And I even made a quick video on this ages ago. But I learned how to do the cheat code within like 8 frames. I got it like really down really quickly. You know, it was B-A left, down, right, A, C, up, left, and A. You had to spell out Ball Dracula, and you would sap health from your opponent and switch their thing. I practiced it over and over and over again to be able to pull it out. And wouldn't you know it, when we were playing live, it would not work. There was something about, I don't know, the connection we had, or gosh, I don't know what. But I knew that offline I could do it every single time, and when we finally got online, it just wasn't doing it for me. So my entire strategy of go in and sort of like, play rope-a-dope with everyone and just take hits, and then at the last minute, just swap my health bar with the opponent, didn't work. And welcome back, Soup. Yeah, it didn't work online. So my entire strategy that I was working on for like a week straight, practicing how to do, BA left left down right up, down right A, C up left A, spell out Ball Dracula. It fell apart, and I wasn't able to do anything in that tournament after that. But to this day, I boast that I have an 8-frame Ball Dracula. Quickest in the world, baby. Let's go. I gotta find that. Also, yeah, Mike used footage of that. If you saw the, they did something for Halloween last year where they read The Raven, but, translated it to like arcade games and quote the Raven one more. They used footage of my Ball Dracula in there, which was kind of cute. I thought that was really sweet. But yeah, balls was rough. Yeah, we are getting not very lucky tonight. I don't know. A year and a half of doing this. I really don't know how. I think I've managed to not go crazy by spacing it out now. There was a while I was doing this for like 8 hours a day in the very beginning, and I just couldn't do it anymore. Nah, Super, I haven't played Blood Warrior. You know that. I haven't played it yet. I think last time we spoke, I told you I didn't play it, and I would probably only play it with you, and since we haven't played it, no, I haven't. But I want to check that out, man. That's one of the games I want us to check out. I know it's on our very long list of games to play. Somehow I've played Shadow War of Succession and Kasumi Ninja before Blood Warrior. Oh yeah, share away, Burp. I like fun stories. Alright, you want to play that next over that Godzilla game on GameCube? Nah, nothing here. Ain't getting that there. Alright, yeah, we'll play that next. I might have time this work week for a couple of matches during the daytime. Maybe we'll link up. I'll message you on Discord. I'm not sure what tomorrow's going to look like for me yet. Ooh, got a weird skip there. I'll take it. Anything here? No, nothing here. If we get that first one, we don't get the second one. But yeah, we'll play that this week. When you were in Japan for the first time, an arcade game, there were 3 Japanese guys playing it. And I said, can I play? They were like, ooh, yeah, so happy for asking. That's awesome. I go to an arcade game. I go to an arcade and the game was there. Yeah, there are 3 Japanese guys playing. Yeah, they must have been, welcoming you with open arms, Hayama. That's pretty cool. That was like, what was it? Like a month or so ago. The Fraud Crew were, I think Joe was streaming the casuals on Fridays, and I was in the chat hanging out, and I just happened to ask Erin, I was like, hey Erin, you want to play some Breakers Revenge Extra? And she was like, oh my god, I never get people asking me to play Breakers Revenge Extra. Yes, I will gladly play that right now. And I was like so happy. Because Breakers Revenge Extra is fucking awesome. Gotta be one of my favorite fighting games, man. Breakers Revenge in and of itself is so sick. Extra is just, man, Breakers Revenge is great. Yeah, you had a good life. Nice, charming Kusoge. Very cool, man. That's awesome. It's nice to feel like you're joining a group of people who were very eager to have you. Passionately eager. Now Extra's a thing in Japan. That Chicago's. Oh yeah, I saw something about that a couple of months ago on Twitter, right? The beta of, is Chicago the beta of Breakers? That's pretty cool. Yeah, Breakers Extra is super fun, and when Aaron was like, "Oh my God, yes, I will play. No one ever asks to play that. How can I resist?" It made me feel so welcome. I was like, this was so sweet. We played for like I don't know an hour. We got a good hour-long set in there, and it was just filled with non-stop laughter. Oh yeah, Soup, we'll do that for sure. There's a brand new version. Oh, I thought Chicago was like the beta or something. I don't know. I'm totally misremembering stuff, but that's pretty cool. Oh, what's new about it? Pray tell. I would love to hear what's new about that. Breakers fucking slaps. Breakers, Kazuna Encounter, just so many games like that that you could just jump in and have fun immediately without needing to be a technical wizard. God, I could play Kazuna Encounter like anytime. That game slaps. Okay, so I'm not wrong about getting some information crossed. But yeah, what's new about the new version? What did they change? That sounds awesome. I also want to play a little more Alien Challenge. It has been a while since I've played Alien Challenge. That game just warms my heart, man. And one of them is based on Extra. Okay. Yeah, Kazuna Encounter does deserve a whole lot more attention. They released it on mobile a while back, I think. Blood Warrior being ignored, not because yeah. So, what are the three different styles of gameplay? The final boss. Oh, what's the final boss's name in that? Is it Dal? I can't remember the final boss in Breakers, but that's awesome. It's good they rebalanced him. He was kind of broken in Breakers. Or am I thinking of Double Dragon Neo Geo? I got the name right, even though I'm picturing the wrong boss. That goes to show. I'm picturing the boss from Double Dragon Neo Geo. That's another game on my list of games you could jump into real quick and have. Double Dragon Neo Geo, Kazuna Encounter, Breakers. These all feel like the same blood pumping through them. And that blood is get in, push buttons, have fun, don't worry about super in-depth, just do fun shit. But the first one's classic, the second one is extra. Ooh, I wonder what the third one is. That's cool. How do you play it? Is it arcade cabinet only? There's got to be a ROM of it somewhere, right? Maybe we could use a balance patch. Arcade only? Someone's had to have dumped it, right? I would hope so. Let's get that shit on MAME, baby. Yeah, Double Dragon Neo Geo maybe could use a balance patch or two. But boy, is it fun. Holy cow, what a fun game. I've never had that much fun with a grappler as I did playing a Bobo. What a wild character. Exa, that's the Exa Arcadia thing you guys are talking about. I have no idea what that is, but I've heard you guys talk about it for not wanting to make ports. But let's just see in the future. Alright. Maybe someone will sneak away with the board and, and also you can't play it. Maybe some brave soul will just abscond away with the board and dump it for us. That would be awesome. We got some mole. Some undercover spy will do it for us. I'm certain of it. This ain't gonna be the right lap. Yeah, by the way, we're not getting like very good luck tonight at all. This is some of the worst luck I've gotten months with these runs. So I don't expect anything to happen. Yeah, we're getting multiple stuff that's not working. Well, I didn't make it up, Super, so you have to thank the person who did. I think if the person who made the word, it's so long ago in the past that they've absconded that information. No, I don't know, that's not right. But yeah. Let's be honest, Breaker. Hold on, let me see if I get this. Nah, I didn't get it. Breaker's Revenge was an MVS exclusive. If it wasn't for emulation, we couldn't play it. Didn't know that. Did not know that. Yeah, I'm not as heavily ingratiated into the FGC. Uh, I don't know much of the history behind these companies. I don't know a lot. I'm just a goofball who likes to have fun with fun games. Love hearing about it though, but I don't know any of it for myself, you know? I just know fun games and I know I like what I like, you know? But like I said, I got like a 15-year gap in my fighting game knowledge. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Emulation has saved so much, dude. Without emulation, I may have never played Chinese Exorcist. And I do not want to live in a world where I did not push buttons in Chinese Exorcist. What a freaky game. What a freaky, freaky game. Yep, we wouldn't have been able to play Galactic Warrior suit. Man, I am not getting any luck with this. Balls. You want to press the gas when the 2 disappears and before the 1 comes on the screen. That's what guarantees you'll get the quickest takeoff. And after that, you just gotta hope the enemies line up. There are some patterns I could recognize. And my apologies, like, I know, Burp, you've probably never seen me play this, so there's a lot to explain, and I'm just not doing it at all because I've been doing this for a year and a half, and I get tired of the same spiel. So sorry if you feel like you're not informed. I don't want it to feel boring to watch. Yeah, wild, right? It's crazy. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You've seen this before. You've seen this before. Yeah, I mean, this game isn't very hard to be good at. It just I mean, for the record, I'm trying to break. It's just because I broke the game open and figured out you could do this wild shit. Other than that, I've been playing this game since it came out like 15 years ago, and it's one of my favorites. And I made sure, I wanted to make sure that the people who had the old records, I took their place because they were a bunch of high score chasers. They didn't really have the passion that I do, so I took a year and I grinded out every record, and I have every record now, so it's fun. But this I'm just trying to improve on my own. Pre-Street Fighter 2. Yeah, there's some stuff pre-Street Fighter 2 that deserves mentioning. Also, the puppetry in Chinese Exorcist is wild too. The fact that, I mean, it looks like it's all stop motion. That's kind of cool. Just it's more of like, this guy bonks, good, that guy bonked. See, I could sort of recognize the pattern once it starts. A couple of seconds in, like, I know this guy's going to be there. Let's hold down. Maybe we'll get a guy to shoot out in front. He didn't. So this guy ain't going to give it to us. Nope. And it's over. It's over just like that. Yeah, exactly. Like, you could look at that game and the year it was released and be like, hold up. There's something special here, you know? Yeah, on that genre at least, right? Like, I mean, it feels terrible to play. If it came up in a mystery tournament, I'd fucking leave. But, but it's, you know, it's wonderful to see, and you could definitely tell that they were pioneers. It's sort of like, you know, that Time Traveler Holosseum stuff. Like, yeah, they're not the most fun games to play, but goddamn if they weren't pioneering something, you know? I want to do a little bit more labbing in Holosseum. I can't believe I'm saying that. The last time I played Holosseum, I actually found a true combo. It took like a half hour of experimenting, but I found a true combo in Holosseum. God damn it. X just looks, yeah, it looks wonderful, yeah. But yeah, if Hunk said, yeah, it wasn't, no, it wasn't. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not sure if we played it together. I know I played it on my own, and I don't even know if there's a 2-player mode. Like, the arcade machine let me set up 2 players, but, I could never jump in with player 2. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Holosseum must have looked really cool. How did you enjoy playing it? Was it more just a fun experience? I know back in the day I got to play Time Traveler a lot. They had that at my arcade, so I got to see the holograms in person. And man, as like a 9-year-old seeing that stuff, it was kind of mind-blowing. It has a 3D effect. Yeah, exactly. And that's it. Yeah, Time Traveler was very cool on those hologram machines, man. It was like, you felt like you were in the movie Back to the Future. You felt like when you were playing on that, that's what science fiction movies thought video games would be. Well, yes, yeah. Without making it a ROM hack. I actually wasn't looking at the screen for 10 seconds, and somehow I survived. Oh god, is the character from Chinese Exorcist in Mugen? Maybe they made them good. But yeah, playing Holosseum in real life must be pretty cool. 4-character fighting game. You know what? I never saw it through to the end. I wonder if there's a boss character. Might have to be something I do. Because if no one else is going to do it, I'm going to have to be the one to do it. That's sort of my MO. If no one is brave enough or stupid enough to try something, I'll do it. Yeah, everything's in Mugen. Remember? Mugen equals infinite. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to make a ROM hack of that. I don't know how to ROM hack arcade games, but I do have a dream of and like I said earlier, like, I'm not great with this stuff, but sometimes I'll figure out just enough to do something. And I really want to hack Street Fighter Rainbow Edition to make it so when you press down and start, you cycle backwards through the characters. And so you could hit start to go forward, you could hit down and start to go back. I think that little change would make Rainbow a lot more fun. I didn't even realize I did a whole race. Jesus Christ, I'm just chatting with you all. My crushed hopes and dreams are on Mugen. Speaking of Mugen, how's it going? So I think I decided on who I want Paper to be. And I had trouble locating the Mugen patch for them, but a friend on Blue Sky tipped me off and showed me the Spriters resource actually has them, and I'm gonna be using Mamizo from Rakuga Kids. They kind of exemplify Paper very much. They are a thin Paper Mario style like character that turns into a book and does things with paper. So I think I've got my rock paper scissors thing. I've at least got the characters chosen. Grok from Ultra Vortec, Mamizo from Rakuga Kids, and Mantaz from Time Killers. Rock, paper, scissors. So I've got the characters chosen. I have a bunch of tutorials saved, and I just downloaded Mugen last week for the first time ever. And I'm going to try learning it from the ground up so I can make a fun little 3-character fighting game. All based around trying to win the unwinnable matchup. Yeah, I think it'll take me a while, Soup. It'll take me a while to figure it out. You know, with this kind of stuff, it never happens quickly with me, but I'm hoping maybe within 6 months to a year, I could have something programmed and downloadable and playable. I did start, you know, theory crafting movesets and stuff like that, and I kind of am starting to design moves in my head at least and get the balance, and then it's just all going to be doing it, you know? Super, I was actually about to ask you at some point how to rip sprites, because I was ready to download the game and rip the sprites myself because they didn't exist. But then a friend told me about, you know, pointed me on to the sprites. How can we get it? No, we didn't get it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll talk about it, man. I did tell you that I would love to brainstorm with you on certain stuff, and I'm totally still open to that. I might even dedicate some streams to it in the future, just opening up Mugen and trying to learn it. I'm sure there are other beginners out there as well who might love to see another beginner try and learn it. Yep, exactly. I know you do a lot of that stuff yourself, and I was ready to send you a message, and then I stumbled upon it. So I didn't need to ask you about that anymore. Ah, okay. 30-40 probably, just don't feel too good. 30-33, I'm surprised. We overheated and it doesn't matter, and it's probably over. I think I might be getting out of here in a little bit. I did not realize it's 10:30 at night. This is like actually very close to my bedtime. Well, if you don't come back too quick, I might be gone super. We'll see. I think I have a few more minutes and I'm gonna bounce. I'm getting kind of tired. I didn't even intend to be on here for 2 hours. I thought I was just gonna throw this on while I digested my dinner and then sign off, but once I start chatting with my friends, I mean, hey, this is the reason I stream in the first place, so I could somehow catch all my friends that I enjoy. I wonder how many streamers actually stream just so they could say hello to their friends, because I think I'm one of those people. Yeah, Hayama, for sure. Yo, I really appreciate you coming by. It was really nice to chat with you for a little bit, dude. I know we don't get to chat too often in Mike's stuff, and I don't come into your streams too often, and you stream a little later, and sometimes I, whatchamacallit. But yeah, for sure. Yo, I'll send you a friend request on Discord or something. We'll link up there. I would absolutely love to play something with you. And yo, you have a good night, Hayama. Thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate your company. I'm just really happy we got to chat, because I haven't had the chance to chat with you since we played Survival Arts like 6 months ago. I'll never forget your reaction when I was like, do you know Survival Arts? You were like, of course I know Survival Arts. I was like, we're going to be good friends. But yeah, Hayama, yo, you have a good night, my friend. Thank you so much for coming by. And yeah, catch you next time. Probably see you Monday on Niche Fighter Monday or some shit. Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, the last year was crazy for me while I finished up school. It might have been a year ago. But yeah, very soon, let's meet up, my friend. I would love nothing more. That would be awesome. But yeah, go chill. Go do your thing. I've probably got, like, just another couple of minutes. I'm out of here. Yeah, peace out, my friend. Laters. Yeah, I'm probably getting out of here in a minute or two. Honest to God, I've actually had to pee for like an hour, and I've just been holding it in. But, you know, once my friends start coming by and talking, I don't want to leave either. This is my social interaction too. You know what I mean? So, who wants to leave the party? You know. But yeah, it's time to leave the party soon. I ain't having any luck with this. I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give it 5 solid attempts. I'm gonna give it 5 more solid attempts where I really try and nail the beginning. And then that'll be that. I'll probably see the race at least halfway, just to see what my first lap time is. And then that'll be that. Let me restart that anyway. Yeah, I'll get around to that for sure. Maybe I'll wait until me and the missus can do it together, because we enjoyed Undertale very much. That was not good. Alright, let's actually do 5 first laps and just see what we get. But I will get around to it eventually. We didn't get him there. This guy ain't lining up. Maybe we'll just get lucky on the next one. Nope, nothing there. Maybe we'll get a random push here. Nope, that guy's not lining up. He's not lining up. Wrong direction. You know what? Forget what I said about 5. I'm exhausted. I'm sweaty. I want to go take a quick shower before I wind down for the night, and I have to pee. So, you know what? I think I am just going to end it here. Sorry. No take backsies, but I took it back. It says it's a demo. Yeah, but well, the demo is... I didn't catch that the demo was just as big, if not bigger. That's wild. So they must be, like, still developing it or something, or it's just an add-on. But yeah, okay. I appreciate the reminder. I'll try and get around to that. You know, I have a list of a whole bunch of stuff I'm trying to do. Yeah, Soup, of course. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll probably exchange messages tomorrow at some point. You know, we'll probably talk very soon. And thank you for coming by. I always appreciate you. You're a good friend and a good supporter of me when I do stuff. And I just always enjoy hanging out with you and chatting outside of stream, and you know, like we always do as well. Anyway, I'm rambling, but thank you so much for the support, and thanks for always being a good friend. I appreciate you. Hey, anyone else out there that's here lurking or whatever, I'm leaving, so you can leave too. if you like me and want to support, just word of mouth is great. Retweets and likes and all that kind of stuff. Thank you. I appreciate that, Soup. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. No end screen. I didn't even hook up my stream deck. I'm just gonna bounce. So appreciate you all, and yeah, check you later on this week with some more streams. Gonna be taking on Shadow Dancer maximum difficulty. Let's see if we can do it. All right, peace out.